Neil Cavuto cuts off the White House claims of voter fraud.
Mr. Reagan.
So Neil Cavuto the other day, he's got Kayleigh McEnany playing on television. You know, he's broadcasting Kayleigh McEnany's press conference where Kayleigh McEnany is talking about how we've got some indications of voter fraud. Neil Cavuto then cuts her off and says, we cannot in good conscience, or something like this, we cannot in good conscience broadcast these lies. This is unverified information. We can't broadcast this. What the hell are you talking about, Neil Cavuto? This is the White House speaking. All right, this is news. Whether you agree with it or not, this is news. Let's watch the clip. This is outrageous. Let's watch the clip.
One party in America that opposes verifying signatures, citizenship, residency, eligibility. There is only one party in America trying to keep observers out of the count room. And that party, my friends, is the Democrat Party. You don't take these positions because you want an honest election. You don't oppose an audit of the vote because you want an accurate count. You don't oppose our efforts at sunlight and transparency because you have nothing to hide. You take these positions because you are welcoming fraud and you are welcoming illegal voting. Our position is clear. We want to protect the franchise of the American people. We want an honest, accurate, lawful count. We want maximum sunlight. We want maximum transparency. We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be...
I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up, but that's an explosive charge to make, that the other side is effectively rigging and cheating.
Honestly, I find this astonishing. I expect this from CNN. I expect this from MSNBC. But from Neil Cavuto, I know he's not a conservative. I accept that. But this is Fox News, all right? Fox News, if they want to retain their credibility, Neil Cavuto has to go. Fire that guy. He should not have this kind of power. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm not going to allow you to see this broadcast. I'm not going to allow you to be subjected to this information because I don't agree with it. I haven't actually gone and checked the votes myself, so I haven't been able to verify that there's fraud, and therefore anyone who suspects fraud, we can't listen to them say that they suspect fraud. That's a terrible thing. Why, Neil Cavuto? Why is no one allowed to speculate about the potential fraud? Why is no one allowed to look at indications that they think of voter fraud and say, look, this is evidence of voter fraud? Why aren't they allowed to say that? Why is no one allowed to have a position other than yours, Neil Cavuto? That's a lot of power in Neil Cavuto's chubby little fingers that he should not have. So Fox, I think he needs to go, all right? And there's been a few instances of, I think, massive signs of irresponsibility on the part of Fox News recently. And I don't normally criticize conservatives in any way because I think that at the end of the day, that kind of is counterproductive to the cause. I think most conservatives are pushing in a good direction to try to help change the culture, to help make good things happen, to raise everybody's standard of living, all this kind of stuff. But right now, I cannot help but to criticize Fox News. They're being awful, and everybody sees it, and it's really depressing because I love watching Fox News. I love The Five, and I love Tucker. Those are the two shows that I typically watch. Tucker in particular, that's my favorite. But The Five is also an excellent show. I like Greg Gutfeld. I like all those folks. But right now, a lot of the other shows on Fox, they're letting us all down. A lot of people are shifting their focus to other networks like Newsmax. They're watching alternative media like Mr. Reagan or Sebastian Gorka. If you haven't watched Sebastian Gorka in a while, check him out. He's got some really great stuff right now. He's on top of things. Blaze with Glenn Beck and those guys, they're on top of things, right? Newsmax, they're on top of things. We gotta seek out other alternative news sources because people like Neil Cavuto are taking the information into they're like acting like social media, like Twitter, right? Twitter, oh, you're not allowed to read this news story. Neil Cavuto, oh, you're not allowed to listen to Kayleigh McEnany right now because I don't agree with her. Okay, thanks a lot, Neil Cavuto. I won't be watching you ever again. Well, anyway, pissed me off. I think it probably pisses you off. But here's the thing, it even pissed off Tucker Carlson. Let's watch.
As of tonight, tens of millions of Americans suspect this election was stolen from them. That means we now live in a country where a large percentage of our population no longer believes that our democracy is real. That is sad. It is also dangerous. It could easily get worse. What we're doing in response is hardly the solution. It is making our country much more volatile. It is setting us up for something bad. In a democracy, you cannot ignore honest questions from citizens. You're not allowed. You can't dismiss them out of hand as crazy or immoral for asking. You can't just cut away from coverage you don't like.
So at least Tucker Carlson still has some integrity, and I don't think that was ever in question. So thank you, Tucker Carlson. And look, I'm doing a lot of these shorter videos. I'm calling them Mr. Reagan headlines. And I'm giving you a lot of my perspective on some of the headlines of the day because news is happening so fast right now. I can't get the news to you in these more longer form videos that I do, these more deep dive research videos that I do. I can't get them to you fast enough. So I'm doing this. I'm also going to do my deep dive research. I'm also going to do my longer videos. I'm also going to do my comedic videos. But this is a way of getting the news to you guys more quickly and my perspective on that. So if you like this, go ahead and put that in the comments. If you don't like it, go ahead and write me about how you hate them and you want to see them go. Either way, subscribe to the channel because you're going to get a lot of notifications throughout the day about breaking news stories, stuff that you can't find on Fox News, on the mainstream news networks, but you will find maybe in alternative media. I'm going to give you some more interesting stories like that. Yeah, so hopefully you guys like these. All right, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next time.
This is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, therein lies the road to war. You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery.